To an art book update. This one was something that I was really excited for. I was really hyped when I heard of this art book being made. I was really excited to see what it was going to be, and that is, of course, the art of Metal Gear Solid 1 through 4. It covers the studio works and the gallery works. Now, this I wasn't expecting to be this big. Look how big this book is. I mean, it's not really a book. This is just a case for the two art books. You get two art books for this. Now, I got this off of Amazon. The asking price, the default price is $70 or so, and the price of it if you're a Prime member is I think 50, or around 50, I should say. And I'm gonna tell you right now, this is worth both those prices. Uh, I own the other Metal Gear Solid art books. I have the MGS 4 art book, the MGS 5 art book, the MGS Peace Walker art book. I also have the Ashley Wood Metal Gear Solid art book as well. I have a lot of art books from Metal Gear. I also have the HD Collection Limited Edition art book as well, which was really nice. But this, I think, is just the best. If you're a fan of Metal Gear, if you like Yuji Shinkawa, if you just like good art, I would heavily recommend this. You get this nice presentation of a box. This is a really interesting box set you get here. And for the price that you pay for it, it's like insane. It still is like I'm in awe at this. It's just like, oh man, I'm just loving this right now. So let's look at. We're gonna look at both of the art books, but we're gonna start with the gallery works. So this is one of the hardcovers. You get two hardcover books. So again, for $70 or $50, that is insane. But it is what it is. So this is the hardcover book. Look how thick this is. It's insane. It's insane how thick this book is. I thought the Fire Emblem Awakening art book was big, but you get two art books that are like this thick. It's insane. It's insane. So I'm gonna open it to a random page, and we're gonna look at some of the art here. Some of this art you have already seen in the past. You've seen this online. You've seen this on in promotional materials. But there's some that are you may not have seen. You also have some of the in-game story artwork that you see in the cutscenes of MGS 3, MGS 2, and so on, which is really nice. I like the MGS 3 ones. I thought they were a little bit more fun to look at than the ones at MGS 2. You also get characters like this. Now, to compare this to the art book that you get with the HD collection, with the HD collection's limited edition, it has a good quality to what you're seeing, but this I think has the best quality. It has bigger spreads. You get to see all the detail in its glory. I mean, I think this is the most definitive art book that they've released. It's just insane. I have the MGS4 art book as well. If I were to compare it to that, I think the MGS4 art book can go to the garbage now because this has the same artwork from that book, but it's in a better presentation. Some of the stuff that were kind of shrunk is now enlarged. There's a lot of good artwork in this gallery series that just blew my mind, and it just it's eye candy. So let's get to the other book, the one that I think is. Honestly, if I were to compare these two books, I kind of like the studio works a little bit more. I think the studio works are a little bit more fun to look at. But that's, mostly because I like looking at sketches. I think looking at sketches is more fun. So this is the studio artwork. As you can see, it's different cover than the gallery one. And these all cover MGS 1 through 4 and Peace Walker. It does not have MGS 5, which can be disappointing, but at the same time, they did release an MGS 5 art book, which was pretty good. It was pretty thorough within the artwork that was in there, so I can't really fault them for not including it in this book, because I think that art book just covered enough, and I think, with this, you get, like, games that didn't even have proper art book releases, like MGS 2, 1, and even 3. 3 kind of had one, but it was just kind of whatever. 4 had a good art book as well, but I thought it was a little overpriced when it was released. But here are the sketches. I think this is from MGS3. It's rough sketches of the Cobra unit. There's number 8, number 7. This is before they probably had names, probably. So that's really cool. You get like a nice sketches, all that kind of stuff. The other thing I kind of like about these art books is that it has enough time for each game. It doesn't feel like, oh, we have to give like 5 pages for each game. You get like a very good collection of sketches, and they have a good layout. It doesn't feel unbalanced. It doesn't feel like uh, they were just struggling to fit on the page. So, if you're a diehard fan of the Metal Gear series, I would strongly recommend this art book. There's no reason for you not to own it. The price, I think, is really, you know, on the ball. I can't imagine anyone just looking at the price and saying, "Oh, that's too expensive." I mean, even for $70, or I think it's like 75, it's still like that's a steal. This I think is one of the best art books I've seen for the Metal Gear franchise. I would strongly recommend it. I am in love with this art book. Uh, so I'll tell you right now, if I were to rate it from just a first glance, I would probably give it a 10 out of 10. It's just there's nothing in this art book set that has kind of disappointed me. Even through a quick run through of the pages, I was just like, this is just perfect because it has enough to just have a great longevity with look at each page. So again, if you're a fan of Metal Gear, I think you should own this book. It's a really good set, great presentation, great everything. I really cannot see anything negative other than this is too big now. I need to find a place to put this on. So that's it for this art book update. See you whenever there's another art book that needs to be reviewed or talked about.